Violence most fall. Why it is in the news. The recent horrific rape and murder of Kolkata postgraduate medical student in a state run hospital she was working in is tragic and appalling. The state and circumstances in which the body was found leave no room for any doubt that it was a most dastardly violent act and brazen in that it occurred within a hall in the supposedly safe confines of the government medical college hospital. Key facts of the case. Delays by the enforcement agencies. They seem to wait for public anger before taking action on crimes against women. Misrepresentation of the facts. Under it, the parents of the murdered doctor were initially told she had killed herself, which was a clear lie. Public outcry. Under it, it was obvious to everyone at the crime scene, especially medical professionals, that a terrible assault and murder had occurred. Administrative lapses. Under it, mistakes were made even though the Chief Minister of the state was in charge of both home and health matters. Delay in government responses. The slow reaction from the government caused public anger as the horrific crime could no longer be politically contained. People's response to the heinous act and silence of the government. Under this heading, protest under it emerged in Kolkata and nationwide, primarily led by medical students and postgraduates in hospitals. Safety and security requests. Doctors, as the initial caregivers involved in treating people, asked for measures to ensure their safety. Doctors' anxiety and frustration under it have been increasing due to various violent incidents against doctors disrupting the harmony between medical professionals and patients in the country for for several years. Similar incidents. Under it, the recent history includes the killing of Dr. Vandana Das in Kerala by a mentally ill patient last year, alongside frequent attacks on healthcare workers during the COVID 19 pandemic or following unfavorable health outcomes. The Indian Medical Association. Under it, it indicates that challenging working conditions, excessive workloads, and workplace harassment are the stark realities medical practitioners face. What are the challenges with the women workforce participation? Sexual harassment. Under it, in recent times, harassment of women at work has become a major issue globally. During 2022, the National Commission for Women (NCW) received around 31,000 reports of crimes against women, the highest since 2014. Uttar Pradesh accounts for about 54.5% of the all complaints, with Delhi reporting 3004 cases, followed by Maharashtra 1381, Bihar 1368, and Haryana 1362. Gender discrimination. Under it, women often face unfair treatment in the workplace in areas like hiring, pay, promotions, and opportunities. Lack of diversity. Under it, companies with limited diversity may not fully understand or empathize with women's workplace experiences. Inadequate support for working mothers. Under it, mothers who work encounter challenges in balancing their job and family duties. Occupational segregation. Under it, women often work in lower paid and traditionally female centric fields, while men tend to be in higher paying industries and professions. What are the major legal framework for welfare of women? constitutional safeguards, fundamental rights. Under it, it ensures that all Indians have the right to fairness, Article 14. No unfair treatment by the state based on gender, Article 50, Clause 1. And the state must create special rules to support women, Article 15, Clause 3. Fundamental duties. Under it, it makes sure that actions that disrespect women are not allowed under Article 51, Clause A. Legislative framework. Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, the Protection of Children from Sexual Offenses POCSO 2012. Women Empowerment Schemes. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Scheme. One Stop Center Scheme. Ujjwala, under it, a comprehensive scheme for prevention of trafficking, rescue and rehabilitation and reintegration of victims of trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation. Swadhar Grih, Nari Shakti Puraskar, Mahila Police Volunteers, Mahila Shakti Kendras, Nirbhaya Fund. Conclusion. The decision to abandon the 2019 proposal aimed at protecting doctors and healthcare workers was a misstep that must be rectified promptly. It is essential for authorities to take proactive measures to prevent incidents of rape and ensure that the penalties act as a significant discouragement. We cannot risk the safety of any more medical practitioners who are dedicated to saving lives. It is high time for our community to be more vigilant and insist on severe actions against wrongdoers.